Hi everybody, it's Alicia and Lorette, and we have an exciting webinar for you today. What we're going to talk about today is a presentation that was presented at Traffic and Conversion Summit 2017. If you don't know what Traffic and Conversion Summit is, it is the largest internet marketing conference in the world, and it happened in the US, was it 2 weekends ago, I think? But Lorette and I missed it, but we noticed that Roland Frazier, one of the speakers, posted his notes on SlideShare. So that's what I'm in right now, SlideShare. And Lorette, if you can post the link at the end so everybody can get the link to this PowerPoint. So what Lorette and I are going to do is we're both going to walk through his PowerPoint presentation and show you some of the amazingly cool stuff that he talked about in his presentation so that we can all learn and get some valuable knowledge out of it. So we're going to keep this presentation to, I think, 45 minutes to an hour. Not sure how much we'll get through in that period of time, but we are ready and we're going to go through it. So I see Dale can't hear me. Lorette, can you check on Dale for me? Tell him to change his audio settings for me. Let's make sure that he can hear. And for the rest of you that can hear me, we are going to move on to the first slide. So Lorette, are you ready? I think she's muted. Lorette, okay, great, great. All right, let's hit it. All right, so we are going to be, and Lorette, chat with Dale for me, thanks. And we're going to be talking a little bit about what's in this PowerPoint, and then Lorette and I are just going to be going back and forth, giving our 2 cents, and then we'll also be in the chat box. So if you have any questions, type them in the chat box. Lorette will get that chat box, and yes, we'll go from there. All right, here we go. So the first thing that we're talking about is welcome mats, and what he's talking about with a welcome mat we're going to show you, but this kind of data is what we like. It's all about conversion. So this welcome mat bumped conversions by 70%. So what is a welcome mat? Well, and Lorette, if you can just type this in the chat box, you can use sumo.com to create a welcome mat. Welcome mats are, it's like this it's like this page that covers your page in order to get someone to opt in. So here's some examples of welcome mats. And they just show, he's just showing different examples of welcome mats, which I've never heard that term before. Have you heard that term before, Lorette? Lorette, I think you're muted again. I was just asking you if you'd heard the term welcome mats before. So what he's talking about here with a welcome mat is that you use a welcome mat to capture visitors as they enter your site. So these welcome mats, this whole page opt-in, he's saying it's increasing conversion rates. So it's something to think about, because usually when we think about opt-ins, we think about this little pop-up box that comes up, right? So yeah, this is just a little bit different with this welcome mat. All right, Lorette, did you want to add anything to that? Okay, so let's move on. So you guys think of welcome mats. It was sumo.com for the welcome mat, and now let's talk a little bit about converting non-performing leads to cash with Ringless voicemail. Now, Ringless voicemail, instead of telling you about it, let's just move on to show you what it is. But Ringless voicemail is where you can leave a voicemail for someone, but their phone never rings. Has that ever happened to you before? Yes, maybe. Well, it's happened to me before, and you're like, wait a minute, I didn't even hear the call ring, and someone is there. Like, someone is there, and the phone didn't even ring. So how did that just happen? So why would that be useful? Anybody know? Why would Ringless voicemail be useful? Like, why would you want to leave a voicemail for someone instead of just talking to them. Well, when you are leaving an automated message, just go right to the voicemail. Don't, you don't even have to let them pick up. It just goes right to voicemail, and they listen to the voicemail later. I listen to all of my voicemails because on these phones that we have right now, these smartphones, your voicemail is so easy to check. So anyway, that's Ringless voicemail. So you can see the website. Yeah.
Hey, we have some feedback. Some people, because you were asking people, why would you do that? And Claire was saying that it sounds very personal, and then Dale was saying it gets past the gatekeeper. So very good feedback on those two.
Yeah, very good feedback. It's past the gatekeeper. I didn't even think about that.
And that one is what is it? Strategylist Network? But the domain for that one is right there on the bottom.
Yeah, it's hard to see. Let me try to go back. It like comes on and off. I guess I have to keep it up. You can see it on your slide, Lorette, if you open the slide as well, and then you can type it into the chat box for everybody. Cool? Oh, there it is. You see it? I have to like keep my mouse for a minute. But yeah, Lorette will type that into the chat box. So yeah, I love that. All right, so let's move on to the next. I guess this was another source he was using, Slide Dial. So Slide Dial is another source, yeah. So use Ringless voicemail to leave messages to inactive former customers plus full record customers who did not take your upsell. So leave congruent messages. Anyway, he talks about his results here, and you can see that it added $2,597.70 per day to his income by leaving Ringless voicemails. Now, how many of you are going to try that? Let me have a me if you're going to try that now. I mean, Lorette and I, we've used, different types of services and voicemail services, right, Lorette? But I never really thought of this Ringless voicemail, but I love it.
Hey, Lisa, I just wanted to add in that a lot of the things that you're going to be learning tonight are things that are not, the norm. Like you see a lot of people like, oh, send an email. Great, everybody sends an email. But think outside of the box, how you can stand out as a business, how people are going to remember you as opposed to, your competitor. So these are all ways to do additional touches to people, because maybe Joe Schmo reads an email, but Alicia listens to her voicemail. So now you're touching people with different ways that they prefer to communicate. So changing up your game plan, changing up your marketing, doing things that are different is just going to allow you to add more revenue into your pocket. Because you're always leaving money on the table. No matter what you do, there's always ways to squeeze some more money out of your prospects.
That's right. That's right. All right, love it. So number 3, I liked this one a lot, Lorette. It's swap real images in place of stock photos. So when we look at this web page, we're so used to seeing these stock photos, right? And this is just a landing page for getting a free quote. We've seen these landing pages before, but they replace it like with a photo of real people, and they say that it got a 45.45% lift. And even when they replace it with just a picture of the truck in a real setting, it got a big lift. So let me just go back. So yeah, this stock photo, we recognize that as a stock photo, don't we? So that's really something to keep in mind when you're doing web pages. Make sure that you put a real photo in the place of a stock photo. Easy one.
And this is also if you're selling like products and services, especially if you're selling products, you should always use photos of people using the product, lifestyle images. Those always outperform pictures of just the product alone. So for example, like I have my cell phone in front of me. If I'm selling cell phone cases, I don't want just a picture of the cell phone case. I want a picture of somebody talking on the phone, and the cell phone case is, highlighted in the picture. So, always try to use people using your product or service as opposed to the stock photos.
Great insight there. Thanks, Lorette.
And you can also, we also have graphic designers though. If you can't for some reason find a person to pose with a phone like a real photo, you can sometimes, you know, manipulate the stock photos to incorporate your photo into it. So for example, if you're selling a kitchen knife, for example, you can find stock photos of people using kitchen knives, and you can have a graphic designer edit it so it's your kitchen knife in the photo as opposed to the stock photo kitchen knife. That makes sense.
Yeah, that makes sense. Love it. All right, perfect. And that's what you do always on Amazon, isn't that true, Lorette?
It is. It's those lifestyle photos do the best. And even if you're sending out like press releases or something on, for those of you selling on Amazon, you know, if you do a press release on the kitchen knives, you should have a press release that has a picture of the lifestyle image versus just a picture of the kitchen knife. Those of you that are doing local businesses, if you're a plumber, don't have a picture of, you know, I don't know, the kitchen sink, but have a woman or a, you know, man in there actually using the kitchen sink. And that would perform better.
Yeah, love it. Okay, great. Number 4, increase signups by hiding the sign-up form. Interesting. So if we look right here on this page, the sign-up form is right here, so we can see all the fields to fill in. But what he's saying is just have this button that says sign up now on this initial form. See the difference? And then number 5, friendly forms to bump conversion. So if you look at this form, I wish this was not so blurry, but if you look at it, he says changing the fill form here to narratives drove conversion up to 25 to 45% because people want to read it. So it's like it says, you know, contact this dealer, you fill out your information, but this one says I'm interested, and then it's like a letter to the company from your email address, your message. Hello, my name is first name, last name, and I'm writing today to learn more about the listed for, you know, the Chevy Silverado. I live at the address. It's like people want to fill in the blanks. Isn't that cool?
I've never seen that before, actually. Have you seen a form like that?
No, but we do work for an auto dealership, and I think I'm going to steal that one right there because it's a really fun form. It's like Mad Libs or, you know, like...
Has anybody seen that type of form before? Anybody on the webinar? Rich says he likes it.
Yeah, I've never seen it before. Yeah, interesting.
Everybody's saying no. Yeah.
Everybody's saying no, yeah. So number 6, test minimalist landers plus home pages. So minimalist messaging on your landing and home page. Let's see, let me go back. All right, so this is, you know, a lot of information on these home pages, and then he's just saying this page was focused with a clear benefit plus a call to action. So just clear benefit, call to action, and it converted better, right? That's what he was saying. I can't see the bottom on that. You have to tell me what the bottom is. Oh, there you go. It got a 945% higher conversion rate. How is that possible, huh, Lorette?
Go back one screen.
This page asked for and delivered too much information. So that's like from top to bottom, everything on it.
Okay.
And then this page, the next page, got a 945% higher conversion rate. Look at that page right there.
Right.
Yeah. So number 7.
It forces you to fill that out in order to see more.
Right. Number 7, reduce form fields. We know this one. So it's like, look at these 3 form fields. The one on the left, the short form, with 5 fields, the conversion was higher and the cost per conversion was lower. So this was definitely the best one. Like, give them the least amount of information that they have to fill out. Yeah.
And that's so true because, you know, when you look at that, you're like, oh, that's just too much and you don't want to do it. But, you know, you can also do it in steps. So if you do this first one with the, you know, the 5 fields with the most important stuff that you need, which is right there, at least you have their contact info right there. And then you could do step 2 later on. You know, it can say thank you, then it, step 2 with even more stuff to fill out. But you want to keep that first part short.
True. I love that. Very true. Okay, great. So number 8, 9 times abandonment cart recovery increase with a web push. All right, let's check this one out. So web push notifications increase mobile conversions 9%. So the result was a 38% open rate, 9 times more conversions on previous abandoned carts from web push users, 7.85% conversion rate on previously abandoned carts from web push users versus 4.5% for the native app. So the tool used, if you want to write that down, is ACCEN, so accengage.com. Yeah. So,
and so this is basically just telling you
notifications.
Giving you the web push saying that you abandoned your cart.
Yep.
Web push.
Web push.
But I do know for a fact if you don't have any type of abandoned cart tool, you're losing sales once again.
Sure.
We have an abandoned cart app on our Shopify stores, and it shows you all the stats, and we consistently get recovered sales from our abandoned cart app. So if you don't have that integrated into your shopping cart, you definitely need to do that. Now, I'm not really sure how to do it other than through Shopify, and if you're not using the Shopify platform and you have an e-commerce website, it's definitely something that you need to integrate. Just out of curiosity, are people on this webinar using a Shopify platform? Would you like to have a webinar on the Shopify platform? Or
great idea.
Let's see. So we got people saying not on Shopify. Nope, not on Shopify. Okay, so nope, not on. All right, well, if anybody's interested, Shopify is an amazing platform that if you are selling anything, it's an e-commerce platform. That's the goal of it. That's what it does. It's so awesome, easy to use, and has all these really great apps that you just, with a bunch of, with a couple clicks here and there, it integrates. Like the abandoned cart, you just push this, and it automatically sends out emails saying, hey, this was left in your cart. Like, it's amazing. I love it. So we can definitely do a webinar on Shopify.
All right. Everybody should be excited for that. So number 9, tell stories to convert better. Oops, went too fast. So there was an increase in conversion rate and longer time on page with a story. So the first one was how we got 1,000 subscribers from a single blog post in 24 hours. Step 1, build an influencer list. But the one with a story, it starts off by telling a story. So he's saying the full page reads increase with this story, and the average time on page increases with this story. Yeah, and there's software that you can use, right, Lorette, to try, like the heat map and stuff, to see how long people are staying on the page. Do you know if Google Analytics also shows you how long people are staying on the page?
Yes, it does. Google Analytics does show that. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Cool. All right. So number 10, use an inline form validation. So when you look at this registration form right here, there's a 22% increase in form completions. Let me see if we understand this. Inline form validation. So this must be on the page itself. Is that what you think it means, Lorette?
Not sure.
Not really
I'm sorry, I was answering a chat box. What? Go back.
It says use inline form validation. So maybe where it says please enter a valid email address, your email will be kept confidential. Maybe how these are showing up right on the page on the right-hand side.
Right.
I'm guessing that's what that means. Okay, it just increases form completion.
So Dale is saying the red text aside is inline. So instead of filling it all out and then pushing register, at the end, it does it while it's doing it. Like right there, see how it says it on the right, the red?
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you want to fix the things that are red, like we're taught that in school. So I guess it's helps us, yeah. Pushes it along. All right. Number 11, remove the navigation links from landing pages. So on a landing page, remove where it says like home page or where you can navigate somewhere else. So multiple tests reveal landing page with no navigation links do better. Dramatically outconverts landing page with navigation links. Interesting, right, Laurette? So if you look at the one even at the top, it's like a 9% conversion rate and a 17%. All they did was take off the navigation links.
Because you want to make sure to force people to do whatever you want them to do, the landing page, instead of clicking around. Because people are curious. They click around to different things, and you want your landing page to just be focused on that one thing, which is to get them to enter in their information.
Yep, love it.
Yeah.
Number 12, include click-to-call phone number on your website. So try adding a click-to-call on your site. Calls convert 10% better than web leads. Calls are lower in the funnel than web leads and eliminate online conversion funnel friction. So the click-to-call, which we have on our site. Number 13, UGC photos on e-commerce bumps conversions. So try adding user photos. Wow, this is what you just said, Laurette. I'll let you take this one over.
Right. So it says try adding user photos to e-commerce pages before and after. Vanity Planet got it. Oh, so they're just saying, yeah, so how people are actually using the images. So, and it's not, and they're not professional photos, as you can tell. It's like just regular people using the product. So people like to see that they can relate to it. So yeah, great.
Yep. That's important. I'm leaving this here for a minute because that's a good one. Number 14, let e-commerce site visitors text you. In Jamaica, we do the WhatsApping, right? Try adding e-commerce site text widgets. Bohemian Guitars increase the revenue by 98% by allowing e-commerce visitors to text them directly. Yeah, mobile messaging for your customers.
And it makes it extremely more personable. So, you know, if you feel like you're texting the people that are behind the website, that's awesome. You know, it's so much more personal than sending a support ticket to your support desk, right? So I'm definitely sure that would increase conversion for any company.
Awesome. Yep, I love it. Isn't this great? Don't you love these? I love these hacks. Number 15, test different offer prices. We tested 4 different free plus shipping offers at $1.95, $2.95, $3.95, and $4.95. Our standard price is $4.95. New product split tests at $2 and $3.95. Both prices performed plus or minus 3 times better. $4.95 barely registered. So that means people like $2 and $3.95 better, right?
For their particular testing. But you don't know. It could be different for your product or service. But the whole goal in this one is just to test different prices, different offers. Yeah.
Right. Number 16, test background color. So we're seeing the different background color for the free seeds. Which one do you like best, Laurette?
I don't know. The blue? The green?
I like the yellow. It kind of stands out. Like if I was looking on Facebook, the highlight of the yellow would kind of stand out with the free seeds. So let's see, 33% higher conversions won. Which one won? Look, oh, the blue one, Laurette. Good job. Well, the
yellow
wait, haha. The blue had more clicks and more leads, which is important, but it was 33 cents per click. But the yellow was cheaper at 25 cents per click, but it definitely had less clicks and less leads. But you know, when you look at it, the amount of money spent on all of them was different too. But it looks like
look at the number of sales. That's pretty significant as land leads for the blue.
Yeah, the sales. It says blue generated more clicks, leads, and sales, but blue cost the most per click, 59% more than pink. Ultimately, blue is the winner for us overall.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's look at this. Traffic to your media property, to your content. So I guess he's just saying the different types of traffic are social media, email, rented list, organic search, and paid media. Send that traffic to your property, and then on that property you have content, contests, on-site promos, on-site retargeting, and on-site third-party ads. I was just thinking. Number 17, drive leads with content upgrades. So how content upgrades works? Put a box like this in your post. Pop this when they click. Link leads by link pages or click pops by click funnels makes it easy to do that. Click pops.
So for example, you would write an blog post on whatever the top five stock photo sites, and then there would be a box there that says click here to download, our report on stock photos. Correct?
Exactly. Yep, correct.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it. You guys love that one? Love it. All right. Before content upgrade, 54%. After content upgrade, 785%. For real? Wow. That's really good. How to do a content upgrade in 3 steps. Step number 1, find high traffic pages on your site. Step number 2, identify a resource that would make the content better and create it. Step number 3, add the lead box, click pops, teaser box to your page and start gathering email addresses. Number 18, refresh and re-SEO blog content. All right. Use Google Analytics to identify candidates for a refresh. Find the content that gets the most traffic. Ideally, look for posts that are more than 3 months old, but that are performing well. Use SEMrush to identify high traffic search queries. Just enter the post URL and sort by volume. You may also want to focus initially on a post that ranks in spot 3 through 10. Okay? Optimize your call to actions based on the highest traffic search queries. Match your call to actions to the search query. Matching search intent to call to action brings big gains. So they're just showing some examples there. Optimize the beginning of the post, the end of the post, sliders, call to action. So old end of post call to action and then optimize. So they're just showing the old post and optimize it. We need to do this, Lorette, like refresh the content on your blog, right? Optimize the beginning of the post, the end of the post, the slider, the call to action. Old slide and call to action and optimize slide and call to action. So I see the difference is like it's really, the one on the right is free press release template and the one on the left is the newsworthy guide to inbound public relations. So of course, free press release template would do a lot better. You should see a consistent increase in conversion rates across all call to action optimized posts. HubSpot saw a 240% increase in conversion post update. So blog posts optimized with newly created offers. So you can see when you redo them, they do better. So bonus, you should also see an increase in search traffic. Yeah. Number 19 is Sniply drives leads and sales. So share other people's content through, I guess it's called Sniply, right? Share other people's content through Sniply. Your link plus a message at the bottom takes them to your sales page. 17,000 clicks, 17,000 pixels for people interested. Retarget them later. 1,623 immediate conversions. 7,235 sales from email number 1. Wow. That tool, we don't have it. Did you write that down, Lorette? Sniply? Yeah, personalization. Use dynamic text replacement on your landing pages. So dynamic text replacement automatically customizes, we've all seen this, landing page text to match the email, autoresponder sequence, pay-per-click ads, and search query keywords, your user location, gender, age, and any other data you have. So wouldn't it be great to be here right now? All-inclusive, reserve at Paradisus Palma Real Resort. And then book now. And then instead of, right, this is great. Wouldn't it be great to be here right now instead of being in Detroit in 50 degrees weather or something like that? So dynamic text replacement. He's showing optinmonster.com and unbounce.com. Maybe you can use those for that. So you can see Virginia's custom home builder of choice. And then on the right, it's Richmond's custom home builder of choice, building a better Richmond. Now, doesn't that make a big difference? It's like not just Virginia, but right where you live in Richmond, Virginia. You can see how that
I remember, Alicia, I got one of those. In my email, I think this is when I had cats, and I guess, I don't know, I was looking up flea control or whatever, but I got something saying that there was a flea outbreak in Lake Mary, Florida, and I was like, oh, there's a flea outbreak because it was completely targeting, the city that I was in, saying there was a flea outbreak. But I thought that was great targeting.
Yeah, and it makes you want to act because you really thought there was a flea outbreak, and you've got a cat, right?
Right.
So they can even trick you, Lorette. Wow. Dynamic text replacement ads tested significantly better in a 60-day test based on search location. This converted 29% better than normal location generic landing page. Yeah, it also reduced cost per lead by 31% and cost per click by 5%. Loving it. So Unbounce, OmniConvert, and Opt-in Monster, 3 sources to look at for that.
So hold on, Dale was asking. Dale, you got those written down? So Unbounce, OmniConvert, and Opt-in Monster, I guess, are tools that can do that. All right.
Okay. Number 21, Facebook bots for Messenger can save 40% of social sales. I love Facebook bots. Messenger can churn 15%, increase revenue per customer 20 to 40%, and reduce customer care costs by 83%. So anybody using a Messenger bot, I will tell you that Lead Pages uses it the best. Do you agree, Lorette? Lead Pages uses a Messenger bot. And I would give you one of my pages, but then I'm going to get a whole bunch of non-relevant messages. But we have a page for one of our classes, and if you inbox and just say hi, our bot replies back automatically that says, hi, I see that you're interested in, you know what I mean? And it starts talking to you. So it's a really cool thing, and I don't have to be in the inbox. But if you look on that page, it says I have 100% response rate. That's because my bot is working for me. All right.
But those bots are the newest, hottest thing right now. So, if you have a Facebook, right, Lacey, if you have a Facebook fan page with your product or service, then you definitely need to integrate the bot.
True, yep. Okay. Use mid-roll video opt-ins to increase lead generation. So Brian Dean converts 29% of video viewers to email subscribers using Wistia Tunnel plus a mid-roll video content gate. So in addition to allowing them to watch the rest of the video, be sure to promise them something cool via email to dramatically reduce fake email submission. So I've done this once. I have a video called My 7 Hacks or whatever, My 7 Side Hustles, right? And so when you're watching the video on the opt-in page, you have to enter your name and email address in order to watch the rest of the video. So it stops at hack number 2, and it's like, to get the rest of the hacks, enter your name and email address, and we'll send them to you. And yeah, it works for opt-ins. So number 23, use follow-off point video annotations to increase watch time. So place annotations at the fall-off point of your video so you can see where your drop-off points are in your videos when you're in YouTube by looking at your analytics. So it's saying put some cool annotation there. Position your annotation in the lower right-hand corner 20 seconds before the follow-up point and suggest your video to watch next. That's a really cool idea. Never thought of that. Number 24, tweak videos call to action to bump conversions by over 300%. Mid-roll video call to action bumps conversion by a big percentage. 95% of video call to actions are post-roll at the end, but mid-roll call to actions generate the highest conversion rate. Then post-roll, then pre-roll. Out of 481,514 call to actions from 324,015 different videos. So they're just showing their data there. Here is an example. Image call to actions and videos bump conversion. So awesome, huh? Click here to watch the next video. That's pretty cool. Or you could put click here to go to, to check us out online, or click here to buy the bracelet, whatever it is. So I like that. Power words call to action in videos convert. So 67% of videos do not use power word call to actions, but call to actions using free convert at 12% on average. Okay, so power words. Action words in videos, wow, bump conversions to 300%. 58.3% of videos do not use action words. So action words are like sign up. Call to actions using the word sign up generate 300% higher conversions than call to actions without action words.
So you have to tell people what to do.
Right, they want to be told what to do. Video, wait, where am I? Okay, here we go. Video CRO checklist. So mid-roll call to action, image call to action, power words, and action words. You now knew sign up, register, download, click. Everybody got that? Take a picture of this slide. I like this one. I like this one. Lots to think about. Drive social traffic to your site. Number 25, try short top-down vertical videos with text overlays. Use top-down vertical videos for Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. Okay, let's see what they're talking about there. Do you understand that one? Maybe the video actually plays. No, it doesn't play. Top-down vertical video. I'm not sure about that one. I'm going to skip that one. I'm not sure. Got to come back and figure that one out. Number 26, international video launch strategy. So I guess this video got 38 million views, 331,000 likes, 665 shares in 30 days. Step 1, launch in low-cost, high-supply countries. Step 2, reboost with social proof to your target countries. And then step 3, massive views, likes, shares, and comments. So let's go over it again. Step 1, launch in low-cost, high-supply countries. Egypt, Indonesia, India, Philippines, and Pakistan. And you know those are low cost, right? And then reboost with social proof. Social proof meaning you have all these views to your target countries, Australia, Canada, UK, New Zealand, United States. Step 3, you have massive views, likes, shares, and comments. That's a good idea, huh, Lorette?
Definitely something we can incorporate. Yeah, it's great.
All right, so with social proof and without social proof. So with social proof, you get 285% more engagements, 300% more clicks. Without social proof, 64% less cost per engagement, and 920% increase click-through rate. Let's see. So there's more engagement and more clicks, and with social proof, and without social proof, you're paying more. It's an increase in the cost and the click-through rate. So it's a big difference to have some social proof there. I do like that. We're in social media, so I'm seeing a lot of value in that right there.
Rich liked that one.
Yeah, nice. I see how we could use that. DIY projects feeling relaxed. Make your very own DIY bath bomb. Okay, so they're showing the comments, the 2.5 thousand comments, 8.1 thousand shares. Yeah, let's keep going to see if they're showing anything else. I think they had a video to play, but it's not going to play for me. This is just in SlideShare, unfortunately. So drive traffic with list builders to reach critical mass. Use these 5 interactive engagement strategies to drive millions of visitors to your content site. Give them something they really want but won't buy, $500 value, like a giveaway, enter to win, a contest, compete to win, ask them their opinion, like a poll, ask one question, a survey, ask a series of questions, something that lets them find out more about themselves, like a quiz, yeah. BuzzFeed does that really good. Number 27, increase contest signups. So I guess they're just showing us different ways here to increase contest signups. So we see that the winner was the location. Oh, I guess they're just showing the different placements for the contest. Do you get this one, Lorette? Kind of looking at
it. Different placements and just different designs and the image effect. So for example, look at the one on the right. So there's one, win a $500 Visa gift card versus a picture of the Visa gift card. So the one with the picture won.
Oh, I see. So yeah,
the location, like on the bottom, it's the bottom left versus bottom right. The bottom right won.
Right. Got it. Look at the light box effects, how this one here, the light box effects. So left, bottom, the overlay there.
And look at the top one. So you're saying the month effect. So a $500 giveaway versus May $500 giveaway. So, they know it's current,
Right.
That one.
Yeah, that's cool. I like this. Okay. Go to the next one. DIY projects. I guess this is just an example they're showing us. Contest post on blog. Location matters. Bottom stat in post. 243% conversion increase over right sidebar. So in the middle of the post. Middle stats, content specific in post versus site wide, and they just show the different conversions there. So I'm just kind of looking it over. You can see from the bottom that they're doing these contest posts in 3 different locations, in post specifically, in the in post site wide, and in the sidebar. So it looks like in the post and the sidebar really generated more leads than the in-post site-wise. I'm just kind of looking at the leads and the visits, and got more visits. Okay. So let's go to the next slide. Number 28, double your traffic by automating reusable social.
Just one note on the other. One of the reasons I saw they were saying why it was the best with the in-post is because the amount of people on mobile. So if you have it on a sidebar, not as many people see it if they're on mobile.
True, mobile, yeah. And most people are visiting, or a lot of people visit pages on mobile now. Like mobile traffic is so important.
Skyrocketing.
Yeah. So Meet Edgar, they always talk about Meet Edgar at Digital Marketer. They say it generates 500 to 700 leads per week. Meet Edgar. So let's see, double your traffic by automating reusable social content. So definitely check out Meet Edgar. I just wrote that down. I'm going to check it out after this webinar. Number 29, sell directly with Facebook Messenger. Right, case study, digital marketer, 800 ad spend, 300 chats, 4,200 in product sales. That one, have a question, ask us. I am going to write that down. I just like that simple ask us. You like that, Lorette?
That's awesome.
Yep, ask us. Have a question about how we can help double the size of your business. Have a question about Digital Marketer Lab or any of our products, click here to chat, and they just send a message. I'm actually going to take a picture of this and pause for a quick second, because I think we can do this even with our auto dealership, our insurance companies. Like, ask us, right?
Yeah.
Anything. Messenger broadcast using ManyChat app. Okay. Hi there, because you're a valued DM subscriber, we want to extend an invitation to join our community. And then, yeah, I think this is like the Messenger bot that they're talking about, which really works for us too. Number 30, build your list plus increase engagement with Messenger chat. Replace on-site chat with Facebook Messenger chat. Oh, click to message. Wow, I never thought of that one, Lorette. So basically what this does is when they're chatting with you, all the chat log is in Facebook Messenger, so you can go back and connect with them. Have you seen this before?
No, that's awesome.
Awesome. We should enable that on our site and see how it does. ManyChat, write that down, everybody. ManyChat, that's another good resource. ManyChat. Create a Facebook bot to engage your audience. ManyChat. Send news and content, automate interactions, and much more. Easy 2-minute setup. I use something else, but that one looks good. Number 31, message people who have not yet messaged your page. So you can't message someone who hasn't messaged you unless they have left a comment to your ad or your page. Yes, you can do that. So what they're saying is basically press that message button right there, and then you can send them a message into their inbox. Yes, that is true. Number 32, Facebook page traffic strategy. So 69,000 plus likes in 30 days, 4,000 ad spend, about 0.06% per like. So I'm not sure what the strategy is. So new Facebook traffic strategy. Read through this one for me, Lorette.
So topic feeder page to an interest page to a main Facebook page. Use topic pages to send traffic to interest pages. Multiple interest pages to prop up primary Facebook page. So, well, I know it's cheaper if you do a Facebook ad, for example, and that Facebook goes to your Facebook page. And then from your Facebook page, you can then send people to like a blog or something like that. So
Right.
I know that's a strategy to do cheaper ads. I'm assuming that's what this is.
Okay, I think we have to look into that a little bit deeper. This new Facebook traffic strategy. Retargeting. Woo, number 33. Delay retargeting pixel fires 45 seconds to avoid pixeling bounce traffic. That's a good one. Don't pixel all traffic to your site. Only pixel people who do not bounce after 45 seconds. Assume your site's bounce rate is 78%. If you pixel everyone and run retargeting ads to all, you're paying to reach 78% of people who weren't even interested in your site. Delay firing the pixel and only reach people who wanted to be on your site. Tool used is called code delay. Case study, one site went from losing money on retargeting to making 63.6% return on ad spend. Got that? Code delay. Retargeting using Facebook, bought this, not that. Let's see. Use a tool like Klaviyo to sync a list segment to a Facebook custom audience. Oh, you can sync it with your Facebook custom audience. Okay, interesting. Use a tool to sync a list or segment to a Facebook custom audience. Target customers who purchase product A and or B, but not product C. That's really important. Number 35, spend more to retarget people who watched more of your videos. So 95% video viewers. Oh, so you're targeting the people who watched 95% of your video instead of just 1%. You know, they press play, and then they left. This looks so pretty. Traffic sources again, same one, traffic to targeted ads, to segmented promos, goes to the landing page, goes to your different marketplaces, your product grid, your membership site, back to retargeting, which is the traffic, like it's just showing the segment, and this is for commerce, so we see that there. For email, you can see this a similar thing here for email. Number 36, use the 3-day plus 1-day cash machine for promos. So 3-day and 1-day cash machine, 3 times normal weekend promo revenue. 6 a.m., mail 10% of your total list in the morning to test 3 subject lines. 7 a.m., mail second 10% of total list with a winning subject line with 2 body copies. 8 a.m., mail remaining list with winning subject line and body copy. 3 p.m., mail all opens who did not buy and add a big premium, 55% open rate. 7 p.m., scarcely closing email to people who clicked but did not buy. Wow. There's your day, Lorette. Day planned out. Number 37, use triggered emails to bump conversion. Performance lift for personalization, triggered emails over batch email marketing. So what is this talking about here, Lorette? You want to walk us through this one? Oh, I think we might have lost Lorette. Let me go back. Lorette said we are over time, so stop at this one. And then I think we're going to pick up this and some more hacks on the next webinar. So I'm going to stop here. Now, yeah.
How do you know there was a lot of people taking notes? And I know, Dale, you liked a few of them, right? The fill-in-the-blank thing. So which one of these tools or which one of these strategies, we went through 36 of them, and I hope you took down at least one strategy that you can actually implement into your business. I know I wrote down a few: opt-in monster, meet Edgar, the code delay. So I know those are a few things that we're definitely going to add into our marketing mix. So let's see which ones. I know Dale's going to do opt-in monster. What else? What are some of the other things out of these 36 ones that you guys think that you will implement? Which ones do you know that you love, Alicia?
Whew, I wrote down Meet Edgar. I think it's called ManyChat, and the Ask Us ad, right? So I wrote down those 3 that I will definitely use.
I see Denise wrote down saying the Ask Me ad. That's a good one.
Yep, the Ask Me ad.
So I hope that you were able to, implement some of these. There's a lot of tools and a lot of really cool stuff that can increase your bottom line profits. Remember, there's always ways to squeeze a bit more money out of your prospects. You're leaving money on the table, and these are different ways that you can gather some more money, right, from your prospects. So remember, it's marketing is how you're going to be successful. It's not about just having a product or service, but you got to be a marketing machine to really build your profits. You agree, Alicia?
Yep, I agree. Definitely agree.
All right. Well, how did you guys like this? Was this helpful to you? Eye-opening? Yeah? Yes. Awesome. Awesome. Great. All right. Well, as always, all of our webinars are recorded, and we will send out the replays. And if you ever miss one, if you go to thelearningtube.com or the main site for this, thelearningtube.com, you'll see up in the top right-hand corner it says webinar replays. So you can always get the replays there, and we'll also send it out via email. Dale was asking if we went to traffic and conversion. We did not go this year. We did go not the last year, maybe the year before, and it was awesome. Unfortunately, we missed it this year, but it is an awesome event.
It really is.
Yeah. All right. Well, thanks again, and
thanks, everybody.
We will see you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.
Bye.